So you're going into the land investment business here and you're thinking, what questions should I be asking myself before I take down a property? Well, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you my take on how I assess all the deals that I do, what I'm looking for when I assess the deal, so I know if it's a good buy or not. Now, just note, directly below in the description area is plenty of resources you can use to expand upon your land investment business, as well as opportunities to schedule consulting calls with me if you need help getting through your first or next land investment deal. But this was actually a question that came in from the Diet Bender, basically requesting what questions to ask before purchasing a property. So basically the due diligence. Now for me, I'm always thinking, what is my exit when I take this down? That's what I want to know. And if this exit strategy doesn't work, what's my backup exit strategy? So I want to make sure there's at least 2 exits for me to get out of the deal before I jump into the deal, because anything can happen in real estate. If you've ever been in the game, and I'm sure most of you have done deals, real estate can always pivot on you. Something will happen. So you need a minimum of 2 exit strategies, because when the first one fails, you need another one to get out. So basically all I'm looking for is worst case scenario type deals. Now, I'm not super picky on my due diligence here. When I get a property, first I check the tax roll. I want to know how much in back taxes are owed on that. If I'm assuming this back tax bill attached to the property, am I still profitable no matter what? Next, I got to know if I can sell this for cash, how much can I get for it? Now, then from there, I'll check the market. So we'll basically say, if I'm buying this for $500, what's the market actually selling these things for? If everybody's selling them for $1,500, great, that's a good sign so far. Because even if I have a really bad day and I sell it for $950, I do some filing fees, I still walk away with $350, $400, something like that on the deal, selling it really, really fast, and I'm good to go. Now, let's say I just cannot get a cash buyer for the life of me, just having a bad time connecting with people. What's my next exit strategy? I'll always ask myself. Seller financing. Anytime you offer desirable seller financing attached to a property, you could almost always exit the deal. I've never had a problem with this. There's been times where I've sat on a property longer than I felt I should have to get it sold properly, but overall, when you have good financing in place, the deal will always sell. So for me, these are the questions I'm asking. Now, I deal in lower dollar type properties. So if you're looking for higher end stuff, you may want to ask, what's the neighborhood like? What are the builders doing in these areas right now? Are they going to want to develop into the property that I have next? And that's going to press the value up even more. So really the questions can be endless, but for me overall, no matter what your scenario is, what am I getting into this for? And what is my exit strategy going to be? And if that exit fails, what's my backup plan so I don't get caught holding the bag and I just kind of drown holding this crappy property? So 2 exit strategies should be your main focus at all times. And then obviously there's a million other questions that'll always come up in between. But hey, how's my money coming back? And if it doesn't come back this way, what's my backup plan to get my money in place? Boom, let's go ahead and do the deal. And if those 2 are not good strategies, you may want to pass on it and get on to the next thing. Remember, the playing field is huge. There's always going to be another deal. Sometimes you got to wait a little bit for it, but don't get discouraged or stressed. Just keep pressing forward. This does work. You just got to get in and get dirty. So as always, I truly appreciate when people reach out, drop their questions so we can go ahead and keep this content moving forward. If you have questions, you could text them to me at 440-567-6040 or drop them down below. If you need help getting through your next land investment deal, go ahead and schedule a coaching call with me if you feel you need a helping hand on that at landflippingmichael.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.